Former President Donald Trump has pleaded not guilty to 34 felony counts of falsifying business records, the first president, past or present, to be indicted.
Tonight, while speaking from his Florida home, Trump claiming the fake case was brought only to interfere with the upcoming 2024 election. ABC's Melissa Adan is in Florida with the very latest in our top story tonight at 10.
The former president holding a speech inside his Palm Beach estate, addressing a crowd full of political supporters and the media for about 25 minutes inside Mar-a-Lago. An unprecedented day in American history has concluded as former President Donald Trump, who is once again seeking to become commander-in-chief, currently has a new title: criminal defendant. Inside Mar-a-Lago, Trump addressing the arraignment in New York State Supreme Court.
I never thought anything like this could happen in America. Never thought it could happen.
The former president pleading not guilty to 34 state felony charges that he repeatedly and fraudulently falsified New York business records to conceal criminal conduct that hid damaging information from the voting public during the 2016 presidential election. Trump reacting to those charges.
The only crime that I have committed is to fearlessly defend our nation from those who seek to destroy it.
He traveled back to Florida immediately after his court appearance, greeted by some supporters on his return. Prosecutors allege Trump orchestrated a criminal scheme with his former lawyer and fixer Michael Cohen and his friend, former National Enquirer publisher David Pecker, to pay hush money to at least 3 people, including porn actress Stormy Daniels.
A catch and kill scheme. That is a scheme to buy and suppress negative information to help Mr. Trump's chance of winning the election.
The former president's lawyers insisting this is a political persecution.
While everyone is not above the law, no one's below it either. And if this man's name was not Donald J. Trump, there is no scenario we'd all be here today. Please understand that based on these charges.
The next court date is set for December 4th, with the trial expected to begin in January, meaning that will go through the election year. Melissa Adan, ABC News, West Palm Beach.
Long a supporter of the former president, Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds was asked about the indictment. She called it a sad day for America.
I think it continues to really drive the narrative that there's a two-tier justice system right now, whether it's the DOJ, whether it's the FBI, whether it's the IRS, whether it's whatever. I mean, we're continuing to see that on a daily basis, and it's just, we'll see. But, you know, it's a sad day for America, to be really honest.
Governor Reynolds did not say whether she thinks former President Trump is innocent of the charges against him. Reynolds made her comments following the governor holding an official bill signing for a law that lowers the number of state agencies in Iowa from 37 to 16 and eliminates dozens of unfilled positions in state government. Reynolds says that the hope is that the action will make government more effective and efficient.